First ball tapped out of bounds. It goes to Indiana in the home whites. Ohio State in the road red.
Little anticlimactic after the tip, after this electric atmosphere where people were lining up 2 hours before tip.
It's cold too. This isn't just
freezing,
balmy weather. We're just outside hanging out. They are die-hard fans. And Assembly Hall is packed tonight. Here is their freshman. Yarden Garzon was the National Freshman of the Week a week ago. Ricky Harris runs the point for Ohio State. Without Madison Green for the rest of the season as Mike Sell, the second-year transfer, gets Ohio State on the board.
Indiana's going to try to tag Mike Sell on those screens. They're not going underneath because she's lethal from 3, but Mike Sell reads the defense and is able to go in for a little baby floater. 2,000
career points now for Taylor Mike Sell, and before her season is done, she'll have 1,000 in 2 years at Ohio State.
That's absolutely wild.
Garzon buries a 3.
Yarden Garzon for Indiana has become one of the most impactful freshmen in the country because of her ability to stretch the floor and shoot. She's also 6'3" with tremendous size on the defensive side of the ball.
Top 3-point shooter in the Big Ten. 50% she's averaging from downtown. McMahon draws a foul on Parrish and will get 2 shots at the foul line. No game really phases us anymore because of where we have been.
I'm just so impressed with how Coach Morin has been able to stay so consistent with who she recruits, whether that be high schoolers or grabbing people out of the portal.
7 new players this year, including Garzon. Left it off the mark. Got her miss. Into Mackenzie Holmes, ripped away by McMahon.
And Cody McMahon has some of the best length defensively. She's just a force to be reckoned with when she starts driving to the basket.
No foul on Holmes. It was just a tie-up.
Indiana did a nice job pushing Mikolashikova out of the paint.
Down to Holmes, averaging nearly a double-double in league play, and it's moves like that have allowed her to score nearly 22 points a game.
That's way too deep for Holmes to get positioning. If you're going to guard her one-on-one, you have to push her out of the paint.
There's that freshman McMahon you were talking about, ahead of schedule. Kevin McGuff told us he felt like she could be a real contributor this year, but she's been a pleasant surprise for the Buckeyes. Chloe Moore McNeil rejected at the rim. Mikolashikova got a piece of it. And here's McMahon, and Garzon rather deflected it.
This pace favors Ohio State. They like to play fast and score at a high level.
One of the top 10 scoring offenses in the country, Ohio State. And both of these teams offensively, Megan, have operated so effectively, both in the top 10 in assist-to-turnover ratio and field goal percentage in the NCAA. Garzon all the way, had it deflected by McMahon.
This is going to be a fun battle to watch between the freshmen tonight.
Now Taylor Theory, stripped. Mikolashikova from downtown.
Mikolashikova kills teams because she can hit from the outside. Not many 5 players want to come out to guard the 3-point line.
She is somebody that Kevin McGuff told us he wanted to see her get going, particularly after the Iowa loss. And there is Mikolashikova mixing it up defensively.
Ooh, that was a great footwork, though, by Holmes.
Just a blistering pace over these opening 5 minutes. Theory with the putback.
Theory has been one of the most underrated players in the Big Ten because she just simply does her work quietly, but she's so effective cleaning up boards on the other side.
Here's Parrish, 2-on-1, gives it up to Holmes. Counted in the foul. Holmes, 20 points or more in 7 of her last 8 games, including 6 double-double, Megan.
Is that good?
You tell me.
It's not bad, that's for sure.
A legitimate National Player of the Year type of performance early in league play. 10 on the timer for Ohio State. Down to Theory, tripped up, and a whistle.
Kind of tripped over her foot, though.
Kevin Peftel. Sarah Scalia has checked into the ball game for the first time tonight for Indiana. Wearing number 14 in white. McMahon knifing through the defense, lays it in.
McMahon is like a Mack truck coming down the paint. She goes to the basket so difficult. As a defender, you either have to foul her or just get out of the way.
21 points against the top 10 Iowa team on Monday night. The third 20-point performance of Big Ten play.
Regarding if she gets deep position down low, you have to make sure you bring a body over to double her or just get out the way. But most importantly, Ohio State cannot get Holmes' position early on in the possession.
And already a pick in the opening few seconds of that possession from Taylor Theory. Then she's stripped by Berger. And finally, Mikesell corrals. That's a silky step back from Mikesell.
Mikesell is a traditional three-point shooter. She led the nation at one point throughout her career, but now she's elevated her game by being able to hit in the mid-range, getting to the basket. Mikesell is elite at reading the defense and reacting appropriately.
Inside to Holmes. It works right around Mikolashikova.
If she gets into that restricted area and you get her the ball, that is an automatic bucket. Mackenzie Holmes is second in the nation in field goal percentage at 67%. Ohio State can't let her have that easy of a touch.
McMahon, everything but the finish. Indiana's won 3 straight against Ohio State, including in the Big Ten tournament semifinal last season. You can see a lot of Megan McEwen on that channel as well.
Well, it's also great to just see the personalities of the players across the league. We have some of the top talent in the nation in the Big Ten right now. It's a great Instagram account to showcase that.
Autumn Johnson, a resident bracketologist, has 8 teams right now projected to make the NCAA tournament. These, of course, are 2 of them. Moore McNeil gets it out to Meister. And Berger took too many steps.
Ohio State has Indiana playing really fast right now.
You see it there on your screen. 3 turnovers already for a team in Indiana that averages the fewest in the Big Ten. How do you combat that speed of Ohio State?
Simply by slowing down, getting a rebound on this possession, and just trying to take a little bit of time to run your offense.
There's the stop and the rebound. Scalia running the point. The transfer from Minnesota coming off a 7 for 10 night. And a top 15 win over Michigan. Scalia, heavy with the floater. Got her miss. And shooting especially from 3.
Scalia was 3 for 5 from 3 in that game. Holmes gets the bucket to go. Sarah Scalia is somebody, the moment she gets the ball beyond the arc, the defense has to get out and get a hand up because she's a sharp shooter.
Bristow picked off by Garzon. Right inside to Holmes.
Fantastic play by Indiana, starting on the defensive side of the ball. Holmes and Garzon switch. Garzon gets the steal, and it leads to a Holmes bucket.
Offensive foul. Hoosiers on a 7-0 run in front of a packed house at Assembly Hall. And an offensive foul goes against Barjesser.
Holmes to the finish down low, turning defense into better offense.
Holmes has 11 of Indiana's 15 points. Bristow, a second chance. Berger, baseline, shakes her defender and leaves it in.
What a move by Berger, absolutely willing her way to the basket on that. Get in the weight room.
9-0 Indiana run. Ten to shoot for the Buckeyes. McMahon with three. Bristow can't beat the buzzer, and it's off the mark. Dick Morin in attendance, as he is always. And Terry Morin, there isn't a place she'd rather be coaching. Grew up in Seymour, Indiana. Her parents said that the shag carpet when she was growing up were Indiana colors, cream and of course crimson.
He watches all of the wins on Big Ten Plus from throughout the year during the summer. That way he always has something to look forward to. And I just love that connection and support that she has from her father.
A much needed bucket from Cody McMahon. That stops a 9-0 run that Indiana had coming out of the first quarter.
When Ohio State can score, they can then get set in their press, which gives teams so many issues.
Holmes had it stripped. And here comes Ricky Harris. Bristow leaves it out from the baseline. That's poked away.
Nice job defending by committee, just keeping the hands high.
Holmes off the home run pass.
Holmes at 6'3". There's no way Ohio State can lose her running down the floor.
13 of Indiana's 19 points have come from Mackenzie Holmes. We talk so much about these teams' offenses. Defensively, they're both really good. Indiana tops in the Big Ten in points per game allowed, less than 60. And of course, Ohio State, one of the best teams in the country at forcing turnovers. And that's why it's so key for them to set up that press that you talked about.
And it's even more key for the Hoosiers to get stopped so Ohio State can't set up the press. My goodness, Taylor Mikesell just understands angles so well. And she can shoot off balance.
2-on-2 for Indiana. Garzon counted in the foul. Rare miss for Garzon. She had missed just 3 free throws all year until that one. Harris. Bodies on the deck, a tie-up. And in Big Ten play, her minutes have increased even more. Fans wanted to travel. Instead, 10 on the timer for Mikesell. Garzon.
Absolutely fearless going to the basket. Even though Ohio State was right there to contest, Garzon just focuses on the finish.
Bristow a three. And the shooting woes continue for Ohio State from downtown, now 1 of 6. And they're shooting just 35% from the floor.
Good decision for the Hoosiers to slow it down here.
Garzon with 5. Now Holmes doubled out to Garzon. We asked Terry Morin about that before the game, Megan, and she pointed to the fact that this is a young woman who, at the age of 16, was playing professionally in Israel.
And that's the benefit of these international players, is that they've played against pros since they were teenagers. So when they come to the game and can adjust quicker to college basketball.
How about that step through from the transfer, Ebony Walker.
But if the official's right there watching, you have to make sure your foot goes out of bounds.
McMahon turns the corner and lays it off the window.
If McMahon just gets an inch of airspace, she is going straight to the basket. Her body control and ability to blow by defenders is truly remarkable.
4 of 9 shooting already. Of course, coming off the third 20-point game of Big Ten play. Picked off by Mike Sell. McMahon right into the teeth of Berger.
She's able to create just enough speed to get to the basket unarmed.
It's interesting, Megan, two teams that have a lot of balance scoring the basketball, but so far it's all McMahon for Ohio State and Holmes for Indiana. 7-0 run for the Buckeyes. Had it swatted out of play. Felt like they didn't have the necessary effort and focus. As Garzon puts it in.
That was sneaky by Garzon. No one really saw her. Ohio State was all caught ball watching.
Walker, kick out. And these two teams now combined 2 for 11 from downtown. Under 10 to shoot. Mike Sell threads it to McMahon. What court vision for the Oregon transfer, finding the freshman. And McMahon is up to 15 points. Defended by Parrish, double clutch, and puts it in through contact.
She had to work for that one. She was a little tired on that possession too. I think she had her hands on her knees before she got the ball, but found a way to still get to the basket.
7 of 12, 17 points. I mean, just ridiculous in the first half as Holmes responds with the layup. The bubble, this would be a signature top 25 win in conference play for the Boilermakers. Meanwhile, here at Indiana, it's back to IU because on that last possession, Ohio State stepped over the line before inbounding the basketball. Moot point because Ohio State gets it back with no harm done. Harris draws a foul on Holmes. Ricky Harris at the line. She gets injured again, out for the season. Harris pushed into that starting point guard role. She's been phenomenal.
Harris just is simply a playmaker and understands the game at a high level. Her ability to get into the paint but then facilitate makes her a great ball handler. Taylor Mikesell's also done a great job stepping up and playing point guard.
Tough shot, had it rejected. Bristow was there.
Case in point right here, Bristow understands the scout. Berger loves to shoot in the mid-range, and so she didn't let Berger have a clean look at the basket in the mid-range. That's too low.
Holmes ripped away by Walker, but a foul.
Walker has to do a better job of not letting Holmes get that deep of position. If you're going to try to get right behind Holmes.
Terry Morin calls her the cheat code. What do you think makes her so special?
And the work ethic that Holmes has shown over the course of her career here.
5-point Ohio State lead. Shade under 2.5 minutes left in the first half. And the ball cuffed up by Bristow. And Berger corrals. Yet to see Parrish really get going in this game. She's 0 for 2 so far. She's been a terrific scorer in her first season at Indiana, transferring over from Oregon. 5 to shoot. Berger. Really good defense. Up ahead to Mikesell. Double clutch and lays it in.
Mikesell still had that angle to the basket. She was off balance, but still had the focus to finish because she understands angles so well.
15-5 the scoring run for the Buckeyes, who have made their last 3 field goals.
Ooh, fancy handles by Garzon.
Offensive rebound by Meister, and draws a foul. Now, Lily Meister, freshman from Rochester, Minnesota, played 11 minutes against Michigan with Holmes in foul trouble, and now being rewarded with some early minutes here in the first half.
In that game against Michigan, Meister had 6 rebounds. Coming off the bench, 4 points, yes, that was helpful, but the 6 rebounds is what makes her such a force. If you can come in as a freshman and do the little things like get boards, there's going to be minutes for you on the floor.
Less than a minute to play in the opening half. 10 to shoot for McMahon. Spins through the defense. She had 21 in the game against Iowa. Foul went against Parrish. That was her second. 45 seconds to play in the half and a 6-point deficit for the Hoosiers. Down to Holmes through contact and puts it down.
Fantastic pass by Chloe Moore McNeil, getting a good angle to Holmes so it led her directly to the basket.
And a 4-second differential between game and shot clock. Mikesell with the ball. McMahon with 5. Shoe made. Floater won't go. 5 seconds. More McNeil at midcourt. And rejected at the buzzer. They began the year 19-0. Meanwhile, Indiana 18-1. They have won 3 out of the last 4 games against top 25 opponents. And both teams projected 1 seeds in the NCAA tournament. Garzon. And still the 3-point woes continue for both teams. Now a combined 2 of 16 from downtown.
Both teams are getting open looks too. The ball's simply not going in. Parrish has yet to score tonight. She's the second leading scorer on this team at 12 points a game.
They've taken 3 shot attempts. 2 of those came in the first half total. McMahon. Following her miss, Parrish comes away with it. These 2 teams tied atop the Big Ten standings along with Iowa, all 3 at 8-1. Indiana, though, has yet to lose to a top 25 team this year. They are 5-0 against the AP top 25 as Mikolashikova picks it off. Up ahead to Theory, and she can't finish through Berger. And tapped out by Mikolashikova, 20 on the timer for Indiana.
You have to stay as a defender, ball you man. Meaning you get between the ball and the person you're guarding.
Thank you for putting that in layman's terms.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm here for you, pal.
Garzon had 9 points in the first half. And the freshman had it rejected by McMahon. What a matchup that is turning out to be tonight at Assembly Hall. Theory, good jump stop. beat it past Berger.
Theory also just staying so patient. I don't think there's anything in the world that rattles her. The moment she gets the ball, she just stays so poised.
Berger right back the other way, back door. She scored in double figures in 4-11 Eastern on the Big Ten Network. For now, Theory will remain in the game. Your thoughts?
Well, Coach McGuff signaled to Cody McMahon, you take 34, because Theory's been guarding Berger, and Berger's going to take advantage by continuing to drive to the basket. We'll see how that switch turns out. Fouls
could become a real storyline in this game. Multiple players on the floor right now with 2 or more. Theory, of course, picking up her third. Nikolashikova with the mismatch, everything but the finish.
We've had a couple good moves inside from both teams who just can't get the finish to go.
Berger only took 3 shots in the first half. She was 1 of 3. Garzon for 3.
Ohio State completely lost Garzon on that possession. She was just hiding out in the corner, waiting for her opportunity.
Picked up by Garzon. Up into the front court. And stripped at the end by Mike Sell.
Chariots on fire, able to get that stop.
And that 3 from Garzon, the first of the half for Indiana. And before it, the Hoosiers were 1 of 10 from downtown. Holmes almost lost it. One-point game, 6:30 left in the third quarter, and a timeout taken by Kevin McGuff.
It's absolutely crazy. I mean, look, for Ohio State to get to January without a single loss, that is so difficult night in and night out to consistently be able to win. And then Indiana, one of the most disciplined teams in the country. Nothing would surprise me if both these teams made it to the Final Four.
McMahon, 18 in the first half, through all kinds of traffic.
Coach Moore not happy with that call at all. So just forcing it to be harder to get the ball down inside to Indiana's Holmes has been huge for Ohio State.
McMahon missed them both. Meanwhile, the third foul on Sydney Parrish, and both coaches rolling the dice on a beautiful backdoor cut and one. Moore McNeil needed that bucket, Megan. She was 0 of 7 from the floor until that made field goal. And it's the first lead of the half for Indiana on an 8-0 run. Tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Ohio State. It's a good eye, Megan.
Hey, I got to review it on a screen. The officials had to make that in real time.
That was a tough call to make, and they got it right. Pass for 3.
That's a big shot. Oh, my goodness. Just fall down.
First bucket of the night for Sydney Parrish. And Nikolashikova off the mark. Garzon saying no. I kept it in bounds. The whistle was premature.
Most of them are 3-level scorers. So Ohio State truly has to be focused on one-on-one defense no matter who's guarding who.
McMahon doubled, and she walked.
And McMahon was not expecting Berger to be right there.
More McNeil out to Garzon. Offensive foul.
Binge watch a Netflix show and knocks it down.
14-0 Indiana run. Taylor Theory picked up that offensive foul. That was her 4th. That was the risk of keeping her in the ball game. And now she heads to the bench, and instead it's Heaven Bristow for Ohio State. Another for Garzon. What happened that Indiana has gone now on a 17-0 run.
Well, the Hoosiers have hit shots, but mostly Ohio State simply hasn't been able to get it stopped defensively. And finally, McMahon's able to break the drought.
And she completes the three-point play. 8-point game, 3.5 to play in the third quarter. Top spot on the Big Ten. On the line tonight from Bloomington. Garzon a three.
Ohio State can't leave her. You cannot be that deep on the help line when Garzon is right there and she's hit 3 threes.
McMahon had it jarred loose, stayed with it, rebound Garzon. Up ahead to Parrish, zips it to Holmes, and couldn't maintain possession.
The head got whiplash on those last couple possessions going back and forth.
Mike Sell left it off the front end.
Good decision by the Hoosiers to pull it out, set up and run offense.
Holmes to Parrish.
Indiana cuts so hard to the basket, and hard cuts lead to open looks because you catch your defender off guard.
Picked up by Garzon into the front court and lays it home. Bucket! Timeout, Kevin McGuff. This place is rolling. If you're Ohio State, where are you going here to swing the momentum back in your favor a little bit?
Give the ball to McMahon and let her drive to the basket or at least get fouled.
Mike Sell a three. Nikolashikova wrestles away the offensive rebound. Theory on the bench with 4 fouls. Mike Sell. Bristol with 2. And it's scooped away by Moore McNeil, and she holds it back for Indiana.
Not having Taylor Theory in for Ohio State right now has been impactful because she's so great defensively, and Indiana's been able to go on this run with Theory on the bench.
Not to mention what she's done offensively. 4 straight games of double figures, including 20 and 9 against Iowa. 5 to shoot for Garzon. Defensive foul. 20 on the timer for Indiana. Nikolashikova just picked up her 4th.
4 size.
So it's Ebony Walker who comes in, who transferred over from Syracuse this year. And a bit undersized against Holmes. The 6-foot Walker and a 6'3" Holmes. Now, Megan, you played a long time in this league. I'm sure played in front of massive crowds on the road. What do you have to do as a player in this situation if you're Ohio State?
You cannot let the crowd get you. It's been loud inside of here. Ohio State needs to get to the basket and get to the free throw line.
Shot clock turned off for Indiana to end the third quarter. Indiana's made 7 of its last 9 field goals. They trailed by 4 at the half. 5 to shoot for Berger. Down to Holmes. Beats the buzzer, counted in the foul. Up ahead to Harris. Floater. Won't go, but she draws a foul from the line tonight. Gets more life with each miss at the foul line. And Harris missed them both. 42 of Indiana's 59 points have come from those 2 young ladies. And Garzon really was a shot in the arm for this Indiana team to start the second half, because Megan, they had shot 1 of 10 from downtown and they were trailing by 4 at the half.
Indiana has come out in such better control offensively in the second half, taking their time, getting paint touches. Ohio State's defense has collapsed, and as a result, the three-point line's been open.
And that last foul on Sydney Parrish for Indiana. She has 4 and will head to the bench. Meanwhile, Taylor Theory at the line. Missed most of that third quarter, if you remember, because she picked up her 4th back in the game. Meanwhile, Mikolashikova still on the bench for Ohio State with 4 fouls.
When Theory went out of this game, Indiana was able to go on that run. And Theory does so many things offensively and defensively for Ohio State. And her size at 6 feet, she's just a smart player that does a lot more than she gets credit for.
Indiana outscored Ohio State 27-6 in the third quarter. Home run pass to Theory. Now McMahon doubled out to Mike Sell. That's a 3, and the first of the half for the Buckeyes.
We got a shoe down, by the way. That was a good foul by Harris.
Ebony Walker running with 1 shoe.
Harris fouled so Walker could put her shoe back on. That's a good teammate right there. That's what Taylor Mikesell does. Well, I mean, like, look, the shoe just fell out of her shoe. And then the hustle, she's still sprinting down there. Really good awareness by Harris. It's a good teammate move.
Really battling. Ebony Walker is in the post with the 6'3" Mackenzie Holmes. That is a massive size disadvantage. The 6'3" Holmes, the 6' Walker. There's zone. Berger on the baseline, trying to dance around Theory. Really well defended.
Be slick right there, because there's been like 3 different players that have fallen down right on the baseline in front of Coach Morin.
Mikesell, floater won't go, and the rebound Garzon.
Well defended by Chloe Moore McNeil, going over the screen and chasing.
13-point deficit, 8:10 to play for Ohio State. They have overcome a couple of large double-digit deficits this season. Will they count the bucket? Yes, they will. Wow, what a shot by Taylor Theory. And Terry Morin arguing with Kevin Peftel, saying that should not count. Your thoughts?
Well, the foul goes up. You see the official on the baseline. The arm's up as she's going up into her shooting motion. So in that case, the foul should count. The basket should count, rather. Taylor Theory has been so impactful in this 4th quarter, coming down and playing great defense on Grace Berger by defending without fouling, especially underneath the cup. Then she comes down here and just makes the play, scoring through the contact.
That's the offense that they missed from her in the third quarter. Out with 4 fouls. And a foul will go against McMahon. That is already the 2nd on Ohio State.
And Moore McNeil set a screen almost with her body just running down, preventing McMahon from being able to sprint over and trap. It's a heads-up move. And just accidentally, she's trying to kind of get out the way, but also get in the way.
That is now the 3rd on McMahon. Foul trouble, an issue for the Buckeyes. Mikolashikova still on the bench with fouls. Berger buries a 3.
Ohio State still pressing, then comes down and just simple ball reversals, forces Ohio State to get out of position defensively, and it leads to open shots.
And then McMahon draws a foul on the drive. 62-49, 7.5 left. Mikesell 3. Tough shot from beyond the arc. Her 2nd of the 4th quarter.
Moore McNeil barely got hit on that screen, but Mikesell has the quickest release. She just needs a second to look at the basket, and she feels confident shooting.
Scalia. And through the rebound. That last made bucket by Mikesell counted as a deep 2. Theory can't finish. Harris not the last player to touch it. It was Berger, who cannot believe the call. It'll stay with Ohio State.
And that
was
goes
Garzon.
off of Garzon.
Mike Sell, step back. Yes, with the hand in her face. Back to back for Mike Sell.
Mike Sell's step back, she creates so much separation that she gets a clean look at the basket because of her ability to step back that far.
Mike Sell now up to 15 points.
The Hoosiers have handled this Ohio State press well in the second half. Only 3 turnovers in the second half. They had 11 in the first.
You knew Ohio State was going to go on a little bit of a run here to start the fourth. 3 on the timer for Holmes. Steps it through, right to left, and 1.
Draws the foul.
The door is open ever so slightly for the Buckeyes. A top 10 scoring offense in the country. Harris a 3. Yes! And it's back to single digits.
Ohio State has been down by 17 in one game, 19 in another this year, and have come back in one. So this is a Buckeyes team that's very capable of scoring in bunches.
Holmes, tic-tac-toe, thank you very much. Holmes has 26.
She's the first person down the floor so many times for the Hoosiers.
Harris draws a foul on Holmes. That is her 4th. Down 18 in the second half. Overcame that. That was the largest second half comeback.
Indiana has to focus on continuing to break the press for the rest of this game.
Harris now 2 of 5 from the foul line. Ohio State 13 of 22 as a team. They've left a lot of points on the stripe. Berger. Parrish playing with 4 fouls, draws 1. You just leave all these players in with 4 fouls. I mean, Mika Lashikova has been on the bench this entire quarter. As Parrish gets the friendly bounce on the turnaround jumper.
When Ohio State took Taylor Theory out, Indiana went on a huge run. McGuff can't take Theory out right now.
And he'll leave Cody McMahon in as well, who's been their leading scorer tonight. Good rebound by Parrish. The 5th on Cody McMahon. So a 10-point lead for Indiana. Parrish makes it 11, playing with 4 fouls. Cody McMahon on the bench for Ohio State with a team-high 21. So now where do you go if you're Ohio State?
The Buckeyes have to find opportunities for Mike Sell to get threes, whether that be in screening action or cover coming off of double screens, an elevator screen, whatever it might be, get her open shots from 3.
Parrish now up to 11 points. That gives her her 3rd double-double this season. As Walker banks it in with the bunny jumper.
Parrish has had a quiet 10 rebounds, by the way. You just said that. I had to look for myself. This goes to show you, again, the balance of this Indiana team. Everybody does their part and doesn't care who gets the credit.
So interesting with a team with this many new players, 7, including a few transfers like Parrish. Berger lays it in. Everyone just knows their role, Megan. There wasn't really a whole lot of feeling out process with this team. And again, remember, Grace Berger missed 8 games with an injury, and yet this team just kept on rolling.
What a move by Theory to get to the basket. She practically thought she was going to touch the rim with her hand when she went up to lay it over the top.
I'd be remiss if I didn't say the same about Ohio State, playing much of this season without Madison Green and J.C. Sheldon. 2 starters. J.C. Sheldon expected to be their leading scorer all year long. They do expect to get her back soon, though, so good news for the Buckeyes. Meanwhile, Berger off the back iron.
You see Sheldon here sitting on the bench for the Buckeyes, and she's out of the boot, so it's definitely a step forward for her.
Mike Sell.
And that shot, Mike Sell's tired. There hasn't been a ton of stoppage in play, and you can just see that was an exhaustion shot.
Well, she leads this team in minutes played this year, 34 minutes a game. That's the third most in the league. And tonight she's played almost 38. Has not come off the floor for Kevin McGuff. 5 seconds for Berger. Berger rejected by Emma Shoemate, sent out of bounds.
That had to hurt running into the basket, don't you think?
Probably.
1 second on the shot clock.
Into Parrish. And more McNeil comes away with it. And then a foul to boot against Taylor Mikesell. Also shooting free throws the rest of the way. Both teams in the bonus over the final 2:41 after this game on Big Ten Network.
Ohio State needs a bucket on this possession.
They go to Theory. Nearly picked off by Garzon. Theory won't get it. Walker tips it into the hands of Mikesell. Theory a third chance. Rejected by Garzon. 15 to shoot. Theory will not be denied. Puts it in off the window.
Talk about finishing the possession. Ohio State making it much harder on themselves. You gotta make your layups.
Nine-point game, less than 2 minutes to play. Parrish. Second chance, draws a foul. Effort, enough toughness, enough fight in the post. Indiana has been the tougher team in the second half. They came out and punched Ohio State hard with a 27-6 onslaught in the third quarter, and it's been all IU ever since. The Buckeyes doing their best to hang in this down 10. Mikesell, no. Walker. And the rebound pulled away by Garzon. You start to play the foul game here if you're Ohio State, or just let the possession play out.
I just let the possession roll right here.
Berger with 5. Step back. Yes! Absolutely lethal in the fourth quarter. And a timeout by Kevin McGuff. Mikesell. Tapped out, last touch by Ohio State. Their leading scorer tonight. And Mika Lashikova spent most of the second half on the bench with 4 fouls, and it's an offensive foul against Do Your Job. And Megan, that's all they've done in the second half. Barring anything crazy, this will be Indiana's 6th top 25 win this season. Their 7th if you include teams receiving votes. They are undefeated against the AP top 25. If that's not a resume, almost picked off by Berger. 43 seconds left. Walker's 3 off the mark. Tracked down by Taylor Theory. Short. Theory, third chance, no. Walker the board, and finally a foul.
But Holmes just doesn't get flustered very often. Terribly difficult to guard.
It's interesting you say that. She doesn't get flustered. She sort of embodies that for this team. And for Ohio State, they take on a Purdue team at home on Sunday who just came away with a win on the road against the top 25 Illinois. The Boilermakers playing really well as the fans at Assembly Hall can taste it. Their 6th top 25 win of the season and their 4th straight win against Ohio State. Indiana will advance to 12-0 at home this year. and a sellout crowd, 10,455, see Indiana pick up their first win against a top 2 team since 1994.